This is a literally big episode of Close Up. We've got Megan Bayne, Lena Kross, Divine Dominion. Gals, thanks for doing this.
You're welcome.
Okay. Is it difficult to come up with a tag team name? This seemed like it came together pretty quick.
Yeah, I think Divine Dominion was just very fitting.
Yeah?
There wasn't much to discuss about it.
Just
It works.
Did you guys come up with it yourselves? Was it like, did people on Twitter come up with it? Where did it come from?
No, we came up with it
It
ourselves.
was you guys. Okay, great. You guys are both tall, beautiful babes. Lena, where did you come from? I feel like you were just like here and like...
Renee, I find that disrespectful. How do you not know where I came from?
I know where you came from, obviously, but I just mean in the sense of like you showed up in AEW. I know you were working the independent scene, but to be here in AEW and to show up and be like impactful right out the gate, like I just feel like you became a megastar overnight.
I became what I already knew I was.
Yeah.
And everyone else is now finding out.
Yeah. Are you, I mean, obviously you're not surprised that people are finally finding this all out, but how does it feel to finally step into that spotlight and get the recognition that you deserve?
It feels right. Feels right.
Yeah. Great.
If you're undeniable, you're undeniable.
Preach. I'm with you 100%. Okay, let's sort of address the elephant in the room that is Penelope Ford. Do you have any kind of an update on her, or where does she kind of fit into this picture?
Obviously, this current situation to me is a huge change and it's very upsetting, but Penelope is an athlete, as we all are, so she knows that this sport comes with a lot of risk and you can't always avoid injury. It's never welcomed, but it's not always avoidable. So I'm obviously upset to not have her by my side. Basically, since I debuted here full time, we've been alongside one another. But at the moment, I think her focus just needs to be on getting back healthy, healing up at home. And my focus is going to remain at keeping the rest of the roster in line. And I know that even if it's temporarily from the sidelines, she'll be supportive.
Lena, for this opportunity to kind of land in your lap, to now be a champion in AEW, how are you kind of weathering this all?
Pressure isn't a problem. It's a privilege. I know exactly who I am. I know that this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Some people might say I got it too early, but what I'm doing is proving exactly why I am here and exactly why I am one half of the AEW Women's Tag Team Champions.
You're 5'11", you're 6 foot tall, stunning, beautiful women. What is it like to walk into the room? Like just being yourselves, I mean like the duration of your life, to just be this like goddess that walks into a room. How has that like affected you as a person?
I don't know how I would say it affected me. I would say that, I mean, people notice. When we walk into a room, people notice.
Sure.
I think sometimes they'll look at us with more like admiration.
Yeah.
Other times with fear. Most of the time with both, though they might not admit that. But they notice.
A little love and a little fear. What about for you, Lena?
Exactly that. Either way, whether it's intimidation, inspiration, we make people feel something. Mm-hmm. And that's happened our entire life, my entire life.
To have both of you two, we've got a lot of tall, amazing women in AEW. I feel like that has not always been the case. Who are some of the other like wrestlers or athletes that you guys have been able to look up to in terms of like how you're moving in the ring, how, you know, all of those things?
Well, I think that one's an easy one. And actually, I think that's one of the biggest things that we have in common. I know the both of us kind of bonded over some of our inspirations being obviously Chyna and Beth Phoenix. Mm-hmm. I feel like Chyna was someone who set and challenged the gender norms for Beth Phoenix. I feel like she was someone who put a different look on what a diva can be.
Yeah.
I feel like she was such a dominating presence, and she was such a legitimate, skilled in-ring wrestler, but she also looked good while she did it. And I feel like that's something that I and both of us aim to do, is we want to tear people apart, but we want to look pretty while we do it.
That's not so much to ask, is it?
Yeah.
I feel really strongly about being a woman in this industry, which is obviously a male-dominated industry, and to have women like Chyna and Beth Phoenix show that you can be physically strong, physically impressive, still have that femininity about yourself while tearing people apart.
Yeah.
It's finding that balance, and, you know, give it time. The next generation is going to say Megan Bayne and Lena Kross.
And to like see that happen in real time, to see the Chynas, see the Beth Phoenix, see some of these other like athletic, strong, big women, and now to see some of these other generations coming up, and the way that you guys think about this sport and all the different opportunities that are out there are incredible. I mean, when you look at our division, the women's division, specifically the tag division, you guys have such a target on your back right now. Who do you guys see in the tag division that could pose a possible threat, or, you know, that you're excited to get in the ring with?
Well, I think that having a target on our back was never a burden, because why would it be? Why wouldn't they be aiming for us? I mean, I don't think that it's a question of if they're going to pull the trigger or if they're going to attack or challenge us. I think it's a question of if we'll allow them to survive.
Right now, our reign is just beginning.
Yeah.
And holding these championships means we're the best. So it doesn't matter who steps up, the result's going to stay the same.
How did you guys find a rhythm together so quickly? I mean, this was sprung on you guys. To have Penelope Ford out, Lena Kross stepping in, and you guys instantly connected.
I think power recognizes power. I saw that the first time I met Megan on an independent show in New York. We had never met, we had never spoken, but stepping toe to toe, looking someone eye to eye, which is very rare.
Yeah.
There was an instant respect. There was an instant, this person could be an equal.
Was there, in that first meeting, was there kind of like, I gotta watch out for this chick? This woman specifically, her and I are going to be competing for a potential spot somewhere, to now just being put together. You guys avoided having to like...
See, exactly. I think that with us, we're naturally competitive people, but there's no reason for competition. I mean, with putting us together, who can stop us?
Yeah. I just know that if I meet someone that does the same thing as me, then I'm like, who's this chick? Do I need to keep an eye out for her? So it's cool.
I don't know, Renee. That seems a little insecure to me.
Yeah.
Maybe I am. Maybe I am. But I think that naturally we're kind of scanning the room to go, who's kind of, you know, especially when you're getting in the ring with someone, and like obviously my stuff's completely different, but on a physical level, to be able to, like, how did that first match go against each other?
Oh, we just murdered each other.
It was great.
That's where the respect came.
What do you guys want to accomplish together?
Basically a reign of terror. Like I said, I think putting us together means that we're unstoppable. So I want to raise the bar and set the standard. This is still in AEW, I think this is still our tag division is still developing. So we're in a position now, being the second team to ever hold these titles, that I want to set the standard. And it's going to take a lot for another team to come in and even meet or surpass that.
What do you think?
Sorry, I think my order's here.
Oh.
Let me see. Okay, it's delivered. Could you tell one of the boys to go get it for me? What was the question?
Okay. About just what all you guys want to accomplish together. Have you had conversations? Have there been brainstorms? Have there been sort of vision boards put together on what all you guys can do? The AEW world is your oyster.
I think this is just the beginning, and people have only seen a glimpse of what I can do. And I know for myself, I am at a certain level, but with Megan, together, we're just going to continue exceeding and continue being successful.
Let's talk the headdress. It is so great. It is so you. Where did the idea come from to have this be a part of your presentation? And like, what does it represent?
Obviously, as is, I'm a very commanding presence, but adding the headpiece just immediately demands even more attention from the moment I walk through the curtain. However, I do think that it's more than just this decoration. I think it represents strength and choice, like that of obviously a Valkyrie deciding who will live and who will die in battle. That's what I get to do. I get to decide who will survive the Megasis.
Hell yeah. I love it. How many of them do you have?
Honestly, I lost count, but
Where do you keep them?
I keep some of them at work. Some of them it is difficult to travel
that's
with.
not
Okay,
an
this is
easy
an
thing to
ongoing
travel
battle
with.
I have.
You guys both have had your careers building substantially up to this point, but it's still, this is a different world of being on television, and things are changing, and you know, just the nature of the beast of doing live television. You guys are here learning all of this in real time. What have some of those hurdles been like for you to just be like catapulted into the spotlight? Here we go, game on, 3, 2, 1, you're on.
I think that learning anything in real time comes with a lot of scrutiny. So I feel like the biggest hurdle is being able to step out there and know that there's going to be harsh eyes on you, but being okay with that. I feel like finding your own groove and your own confidence, regardless of whether you're getting praise or hate, has been the most difficult part of it. But everyone who's involved in this industry, everyone who works with us, everyone has to go through it. So I feel like it's easy to find people to lean on, because
Yeah,
you're not, we all get hate. You're not alone.
I think it's finding who are your people and who you can trust and who will help guide you to where you want to be.
Yeah.
It's definitely like it's not easy.
Yeah.
If it was easy, everyone would be doing it.
Sure.
We're at a level and a standard, and especially us, I think we hold ourselves at a high expectation because we want to be the best, and we are the best, clearly. And it's just about running with that and doing what we can to be better than everyone else.
What is the best piece of advice that you've ever been given? This does not have to be wrestling related. This could be anything that is stuck with you that's kind of applied day to day.
Don't shrink yourself to make other people feel comfortable. And I think that relates throughout my life, but particularly in wrestling. You know, I'm not going to lower my standards or lower how I feel and how I look just to make someone else feel better about themselves. And some people might say that's selfish, but I know who I am, I know what I bring to the table, and if you're not on my level, you shouldn't be standing next to me.
Hell yeah. What about you, Megan?
I think for me, I was told before, like, because of the way that I look and who I am and the way that I present myself, that I don't need to do much to stand out, but do I want to be good or do I want to be great? And personally, I refuse to accept any kind of mediocrity. So my goal, what I aim to do, is to raise the standard in every situation that I am in, not only for myself, but for all women in this industry, because I am confident that I'm going to be great.
You
I'm
have
not
the
just gonna
ball
be
right
good.
now, too.
You
It's
are
your
great.
time to move it forward. I have seen you be very hard on yourself. Have you always been like that in terms of like holding yourself to a certain standard? You do want to be great, not just good. Has that always kind of been a thing for you?
I think definitely, yeah. I feel like I've always been involved in competition, sports, since I can remember. So I feel like while I talked about earlier, like, you know, learning in front of everyone and being put on TV, there's a lot of harsh eyes and scrutiny, but I will say there is no harsher eyes than my own. So I feel like that's why we both hold ourselves to such a high standard, because I'm my own worst critic, literally. I'm the meanest person to myself, but I'm hoping that at some point, you know, I'll reach a level where honestly, no, I don't even want to say that I'll reach a level where I'm going to be content, because I'm never going to be content. I always want to do better than I did yesterday.
Do you take time to give yourself a pat on the back when you have done something great? No, you don't. I can tell by your reaction.
I mean, I'm sure sometimes I do.
You gotta enjoy your victories. You've had some really incredible victories, and to take the time to like, hell yeah, you did that.
It's too risky. You don't want to get comfortable.
Can you work on this?
It's a work in progress.
All right.
Get there.
What's your dream for women's wrestling in the next 10 years?
As long as we keep evolving the way that we are, I mean, to see how far we've come, we are legitimate competitors and athletes, and we do it all. So in the next 10 years, I would love there to be opportunities in intergender wrestling, but I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. Something along those lines would be some kind of dream scenario. But I think as long as we keep evolving, I mean, as is, I think that this field is very competitive, but I like competition, and I think that it's meant for competitive people. So I hope that we keep evolving the way that we are.
For me, I would like to see discussions around wrestlers being wrestlers, despite your gender. And I think that's a motivation that I've always had, is I don't want to be just a good women's wrestler. I want to be a good wrestler. I want to be a great wrestler, despite my gender, despite what division I'm in. This is wrestling. We get taught the same. We learn the same.
Yeah.
We're all wrestlers, and I want to have more of a conversation around how we can be on the same playing field.
Yeah.
I don't want to just be good for a girl.
Yeah.
I want to be great, period.
Love that. Love it. In your opinion right now, who's the best wrestler in the world?
That's a lot of pressure. You can't
I
put us on
know.
the
It is
spot
a lot, but we're talking greatness and, you know, being able to like fully see all this stuff out. You guys have to watch a lot and you're around a lot of people. Or is there somebody that you think could be that? Or somebody that's maybe undiscovered that could be really great that we don't all know about yet? Or is there someone that's already there?
Lena Kross is the best.
Lena Paquette is the best wrestler.
All right, is there somebody right now that if they're having a match, you're like, I got to make sure I'm at a monitor for this, or I got to make sure I go and see this match? Is there somebody that you think is owning that spot right now?
I think that some of my favorites, I mean, just within our company, I am a really big fan of Takeshita.
Yes.
Obviously, I have a very soft spot in my heart for Japan and Japanese wrestling, and I just love the way that he can tie in both styles. He's someone who's very captivating to me. But I think that our roster has a lot of amazing people.
Yeah. Oh, our roster's insane. So yes, you're right. You could pluck just about any name and say this person's killing it. I also love Takeshita, even though him and my husband have their issues. Still a fan.
You just stay out of it.
Yeah. None of my business.
Takeshita's name was like one of the first that came to my head as well. And Kyle Fletcher. I mean, he, like the last year, he has proven again and again why he will be one of the greatest.
Yeah.
He's still so young, and he's
a freak.
He's up there with the best right now.
Yeah.
And him in 5-10 years is going to be insane.
It's really crazy to be watching somebody when you know, you're like, this guy is just, he's got it all. And we get to watch that journey as he like grows and just like refines any little things that he may need to refine. So he's incredible. He's so, so good.
But then I think too, like, because obviously now our focus is more in the world of tag team wrestling. I mean, I was always a fan of, like, since I've been here, I've always been a fan of FTR, but I feel like specifically now that we're tag team champions, I always love to watch an FTR match, because obviously there's so much that we can learn from them, but their matches are always very captivating to me.
How much has your guys' approach had to change from being singles competitors to now being in a tag team?
I think we're finding a good balance to it, but obviously this far, even like with Penelope, you know, we had we had tag team matches, but I still viewed myself very, like we were very separate entities. I
Yeah.
feel like it's been kind of, you know, we have a good balance to each other, but I think our approach, the way that I approach matches is definitely different now.
It's funny because I just had Copeland and Christian on here. I feel like I'm on like a roll with the tag teams right now, but that was something that they were saying, that like sometimes there's like a leader in a tag team and that's going to kind of set the tone. But if both people are on that same playing field and both people participating at the same level, I think that's really when it's a deadly combo. We see that obviously with FTR, and we get to see it with you guys now. Great. Well, ladies, I'm so happy I got to do this. I know you're a little scary and you ran me off camera one time.
Don't step up, Renee.
I didn't mean to. I was just there. I just got caught in the crosshairs. But ladies, really happy to do this with you, and excited to see what the future looks like for Divine Dominion.
Yes, thank you, Renee.
Thanks.